Hello and welcome back to Old Truthford, the home of honestly biased sports content. Today we are covering the West Ham v Man United Premier League game in what appears to be a must-win game for us if we are looking to challenge for the top four this season. Now, it's going to be an interesting one today because obviously our waveform has come under quite heavy scrutiny, especially under Ten Hag. So can we pull out a win today? Can Rasmus Højlund get his first Premier League goal? Can Willy Camboala have a great debut? Can Johnny Evans show his worth yet again this season? A lot of questions going into this match, but hopefully the boys have the answers. So, with the starting 11, we have Onana in goal, we have Willy at right centre-back, we have Evans at left centre-back, Shaw left-back, Aaron Wan-Bissaka in due to Deleu's ridiculous red card. We've got Mainu at CDM, we have McTominay bit further forward in the midfield, and we've got Fernandes further forward in the midfield. On the left, we have Garnacho. In the middle, we have Højlund. And on the right, we have Anthony. So, that front three. Garnacho's shown that he can get a few wonder goals, but he hasn't shown that he can do it consistently just yet. Højlund, no goal in the Premier League yet. Anthony, has he scored in the Premier League this season? I don't think he has. So yeah, we're still waiting on that from Anthony. But McTominay in the team, so that means goals should be flowing. Why not? Fernandes back in the side also, which is good to see, following his short suspension. But yeah, Mainu coming back into the side off of the back of a great performance against Liverpool. I mean, if Mainu can do that against Liverpool, realistically, he can do it against anyone. So hopefully he has a solid game against West Ham again today. Varane, I believe, is missing due to injury. Let me just have a quick look, which is why Camboala is in the side. Let me just go through. Let me just go through and find a few updates going into the match today because Ten Hag has had a couple of things to say. Okay, so Ten Hag has come out and said that Varane is sick at the moment. The reason he's not in the squad is illness rather than injury. So that's at least a positive. It means that he could come back fairly quickly. Erik Ten Hag also had this to say on Willy Camboala. He's calm, he's made a good impression in training, but of course he's inexperienced, and this is a big moment for him. He's athletic, calm on the ball, and now he has his opportunity. Okay, let's see what Willy can do. Antonio, can't depend on Varane. Is this youngster good? We've not really seen him, to be honest with you, but Ten Hag has said that he's good on the ball and he's athletic. So should he take the opportunity? I mean, big moment for him. Big moment for him. What's your score prediction, Antonio? Erik Ten Hag also had this to say. We will build on the performance we had at Liverpool and we want to be better on the ball. We had chances against Liverpool, spaces, but we didn't always exploit them. It's a different game. They're not as offensive as Liverpool, but we need to do better with the ball. We had the two best chances of the game against Liverpool, and in top-level football, you don't create 10 chances. Okay. Ten Hag also had this to say. There's Christmas, family, you want to see them celebrate, but we have to do our job. We can change the story of our season during the holiday season. That's the opportunity to do so. Yeah, and something else to notice or to take note of in this side is we have three young academy players, I should say. Garnacho, only 19 years old. Kambuala, 19 years old. And Mainu, only 18. Madness. Okay. Rashford supporting a new look. And those are the updates going into the match. As for today's match, I think we're looking at a win here. We're looking at a pretty comfortable win. I know it's away from home, and that should factor into the results. But West Ham have been a bit inconsistent this season, as have we. We are only 1 point above West Ham, so this is a very big game. We drop significantly, well, not significantly, but we drop down to 8th should we not win this match. But should we win it, we are only, let's have a look here, only 3 points off the top 4. However, Man City would have a game in hand. Top 4 is going to be tricky this season, isn't it? If Aston Villa keep up their run. They were fairly fortunate to pick a last-minute draw against Sheffield United in the 97th minute. But yeah, no, Aston Villa have been impressive. So yeah, I mean, 3 points on the board today would boost our chances of getting top 4. It's a must-win game. Otherwise, we are down to 8th. 8th at Christmas. Not a good look for United. Not a good look. Even though we are looking to increase the strength of our squad in January, albeit that will most likely be through loan moves. So we can only pray. We can only pray that all of our squad does come back. Antonio, I'm not sure we're going to win, but maybe 2-1 United. And where is Amrabat? Good question. Where is Amrabat? Well, reports have come out about Amrabat saying that Ten Hag isn't keen on making that loan move a permanent move. So Amrabat is on the bench. Mainu, if we're being realistic, Mainu had a great performance against Liverpool, so there's not really too much to complain about there. But yeah, Amrabat, the fact that Mainu has looked so good kind of leans into the fact that Amrabat may be leaving, or maybe going back to whence he came, because Mainu hasn't put a foot wrong when he has featured, and realistically, at the start of the season, the only reason he may not have played is because, well, he was injured. So yeah, fair play to Mainu, absolutely taking his opportunity. I'd love to see Willie do the same thing at centre back. I'd love to see him actually challenge for a spot, because that would solve a lot of our defensive problems as well. But players just coming out of the tunnel here. Kurt Zuma looking very focused, praying. But yeah, as for the shape of the squad, I think that we are going to see a bit of a shake-up in January, or I'd hope so. Eric Ten Hag and Scholesy embracing here, things you love to see. Let's have a quick look at this. Photo you just love to see before the match, don't you? I think a lot of people have got behind Ten Hag, and it's good to see, because after seasons gone by, there's been a bit of a I don't know, a rift between the fans, the manager, and the ex-players. But now we're starting to see everyone come together, apart from a small portion of fans who have completely turned their back on Ten Hag. And they just don't think he's manager for it. But I think they will soon see the light, or at least I hope so. Okay, players coming out. Panagiotis Fitikis. Sorry if I've absolutely butchered your name there. What happened to Varane again? Varane is ill. So Varane's ill today. He's not injured, fortunately, so he could be back in the next game. Calum, hello, my friend. How are you doing? Oh, Willie's looking serious. Shaw's doing his little shuffle that he always does. Anthony looking to the sky. Garnacho, cold, dead inside. Looking forward. Beautiful. Beautiful. Things you love to see. Okay, let's get this scoreboard all sorted. And let's get ready to watch the greatest team to ever play the beautiful game absolutely slap up West Ham. I'm thinking of how depressed I'm going to be after this match. Bro, we're here for positivity, yeah? We got this. I'm pretty sure, I'm actually fairly confident in this game. The only thing I'm not certain about is Willie mentally prepared for this, okay? Is Camboala, has he got his A game on, or is the moment going to get to him? I mean, away from home, West Ham, screaming Londoners at him. I'd like to see what he can do. I'd like to see what he can do. Not even the Christmas spirit going to give me that positivity. Bar humbug, Calum. Bar humbug. Man. Okay, we're a couple minutes away from kickoff. But yeah, get your score predictions in the chat. Antonio's going with a 2-1. I'm feeling a 2-0. I've got a confident 2-0. I'd love Kobe to get a goal just to top off his solid performances recently. But I think McTominay, this game does have McTominay written all over it, doesn't it? Nick, everyone have fun. I'll be checking in a few times if I can. Legend. I'll save you Delo not playing. Well, Delo needs to learn to not wave his arms around, doesn't he, mate? Nah, let's be real. That red card was ridiculous. I don't understand what happened there. I do not understand what happened. I don't understand how Delo can be given 2 yellows in quick succession like that. Even I've said I'm a critic of Delo. I'm a pretty heavy critic, but that was ridiculous. Johnny Evans marshalling his back line, getting everyone pumped. Johnny Evans, who has been fairly solid this season as well, bear in mind. Okay, I'm not looking the look of Kudus. He's looking very up for this game. Paqueta, okay. Anthony, come on. Anthony, do some magic for us. Get that goal, Anthony. Ten Hag not impressed by the bubbles. Moisey coming out early on in the week saying that he hopes that Manchester United give Ten Hag some time. Is it just me, or does this pitch look really narrow? Why does West Ham's pitch look so narrow? Don't know if it's the camera angle or what. But yeah, Moisey coming out, supporting Ten Hag, saying that he hopes Manchester United give him a bit of time, which we've not seen any indication to say that Manchester United aren't going to give them time. It's literally only a small portion of a fan base who have turned on him. Oh, Camboala, first touches, looking for a pass, driving forward. Comfortable on the ball, centre back, literally knows the right wing. What is going on here? Okay, Mainu dropping in deep when Camboala goes forward. Love to see that. Evans out wide to Garnacho. Garnacho loses it. This picture looks really narrow. I don't know. Have I lost my eyesight or it's odd? The players looked very packed in together. Højlund needs a goal today as well. We've been saying that every match, but Højlund really needs to turn up. Let's see who we've got on the bench as well to possibly change the game for us. Okay, Amrabat, Pellistri, Rashford. We've got some options. We've got some options. It's game started because time hasn't started. Thank you, Caleb. Let me get that sorted for us. There we go. Same you every week at this rate. Mate, I need it. I bloody need it. Can you save Manchester United as well while you're at it? I mean, Onana at the back to Evans. Evans driving forward to Fernandez. Shaw on the ball. Back to Evans, back to Mainu. Okay, we're playing it around the back. We're pretty confident. Not being pressed all too much though, so not too much to read into this. Getting Football Manager 24, so I'll start the rebuild. I'll bring us back. I mean, yeah. We've got a few Football Manager Donnies, and they've been winning trebles. So you've got a lot of competition in the Old Truthford chat when it comes to Football Manager, Caleb. But who knows? Who knows? Hopefully you can bring us back, even if it isn't a video game. It'd be nice to see us win anything, to be honest. The only thing we're number one at is dodgy steaks, apparently, or chicken. Serving raw chicken to people. West Ham on the attack. Garnacho covers Shaw. Okay, we got back well there. Okay, they're just passing it. Onana save. Parried away to the side. Okay. West Ham looking dangerous. Garnacho, hands behind his back, not giving away that penalty. Evans away. Okay. West Ham on the attack. Oh, cross. Away by Mainu. Oh no, Cambuala rather. One day I'll be manager of Man U and I'll give you free tickets. Is that some sort of torture that you inflict on me? No, I'm kidding. I will take any free tickets I can get. How was the Bayern Munich match, by the way? Did you enjoy it? Was it at least a good atmosphere while it lasted, or was it just a slow, painful death? Okay, Onana out the back. Cambuala wins the throw-in, okay. Okay, West Ham building from the back here. And they kick it out of play. Okay, and on over back. To Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Højlund driving, coming deep for it. McTominay sprinting forward to get that ball. McTominay's actually got a bit of pace, you know, when he's attacking. It's just when he's defending where, like, there's no motivation to get back, is there? It was good, to be fair. It was kind of shizzy. We didn't score. The Bayern fans were mad, though, to be fair. They were going all game. The second half, I only noticed McSauce at 80th minute for the first time. Thought he'd been subbed. Oh, poor McTominay. Poor McTominay. It is funny, though, because he can just, like, drift in games where, like, he's not even noticeable, but then he pops up. Or he has been popping up with big moments this season, at least. So that's good to see. Okay, throw into United. Fernandes. Back to Evans. Fernandes back to Cambuala. But no, sounds good. Sounds good. I mean, probably would have been better to go to, I don't know, a more thrilling game, but I really need to go to a game this season. It's hard to pick one, though. I don't know which one I'm going to go for. See if I can get tickets towards the end of the season, maybe. Anthony. To Garnacho. Haven't really been able to build up any possession this game so far. Let's have a quick look at the stats. See what the statistics are saying. So, no shots on target, no shots, less possession, pass accuracy is a bit meh, given one foul away. So we're approaching almost the first 10 minutes, still no shot on target. This is getting bad, isn't it? What game would you want to go to? Let's have a look. Let's see what games we got. See what games we've got on the back end of the season. I mean, the United-Liverpool game, do I have faith in us to get a result there, or would it be a very depressing affair? It would be good to go to be honest. I think the atmosphere would be good. Also, we could potentially stop Liverpool's title challenge, so that would be an amazing game. But probably cost a bloody arm and a leg to get tickets to that. Man United, Arsenal as well. We've got a lot of good games coming up towards the end of the season. You know, some people go into the Liverpool United game. It's a bold move, because it's like, do you want to go to a game where there's a high probability they could let you down, but the atmosphere will be good while it lasts? Or do you want to go to a game where you should be pretty much bang on to get some points? So I'm looking at Man United Everton. I think that game we're bang on to get the 3 points and have a good match. But nah, Man United Liverpool would be awesome. I'll have a think. Either I'm feeling either Newcastle, Liverpool, or Arsenal. I'd love to go to the Newcastle game because the Geordies have been piping up all season, and yet they're in the exact same position we are. They're out of the Champions League, out of the Carabao Cup, and they're 1 point above us. And yet their fans have been piping up to us this whole season, barring our injuries. But then now they've started to get some injuries. It's all like, oh yeah, but what about our injuries? Blah, blah, blah. It doesn't matter. So yeah, I think to shut up the Geordies and get a result there, I'd be quite happy with that. Quite happy with that match. So Liverpool, Newcastle, or Arsenal, gotta risk it. You know it. Gotta risk it. High highs, low lows. That's Manchester United for you right now. As for this match, nothing's really materialised. West Ham have definitely got in the more dangerous positions, but we haven't created too many chances. Back post away by Wan-Bissaka, good from him. Anthony back to Wan-Bissaka. Wan-Bissaka drives. Back to Anthony. Anthony to McTominay. McTominay to Fernandez. Fernandez back to Evans. It feels as though we're looking to build possession rather than score on the counter-attack here, which I don't understand. I feel as though we should be making sharp, quick attacks more so than trying to build against West Ham. Garnacho on the attack. Driving. Garnacho gets the cross in, but it is a corner. Okay. But no, I agree, Caleb. You got to risk it. You got to risk it. What game would you go to if you could go to any game this season? Like for the remainder of the season, rather. Would have to be a home game, though. I don't want to go to any away games. I want to see that beautiful stadium with the leaky roofs and the dodgy chicken. Fernandez. Cross. Can't find anyone. McTominay defending well there, to be fair. Getting back. Probs, United, Liverpool. Yeah, I think that's the best bet. I wonder how much tickets are going to cost for United, Liverpool. Have a few fights with the Scousers. Oh, would love it. Tickets looking like they're going to cost a bloody arm and a leg, but it could be a good day out. It could be a good day out. What avenue did you go down to get the tickets for the Bayern Munich match, Caleb? Because everyone seems to have a different plug. Okay, Shaw at the back. Cambuala to Anthony. Wan-Bissaka to Anthony. Anthony at the back to... Okay, we were almost doing something there, but then we couldn't even get into the final third. I got them for free off my auntie. She works fine. What? What's going on here, mate? What? That's pretty bloody cool, to be fair. So then was it just for like Champions League matches, but she got like free tickets or something? Works for Heineken. What does she do for Heineken? That's pretty cool. Oh, Garnacho with a little stamp on the West Ham player's fingers. Didn't mean it though, put his hands up immediately. Okay, Evans to Kamwala. Man, this game really hasn't moved anywhere so far. It appears as though we're following the trend of struggling to actually make a breakthrough. Kambuala likes to get forward, which is very interesting. He is comfortable on the ball, it would appear. Evans forward to McTominay, but he can't bring it down. Wan-Bissaka fouls. Feels as though it's going to be one of those games. Okay, West Ham playing out the back. West Ham driving forward. One positive that we can take is that from the Liverpool game, we showed a lot of defensive resilience. So hopefully we can keep another clean sheet today. And then at least we've only got one problem on the pitch, and that's a lack of goals rather than having problems everywhere. So Wan-Bissaka, West Ham shoot, but it's off target. She's like the managing director for Ireland. She's like the top person in Ireland for it. And yeah, just for Champions League matches. Funny part, they weren't selling it in the stadium. Get like concert tickets too, so it's handy. Oh, fair play. Fair play. Does that mean your family have like a lifetime supply of Heineken, or is it like whenever you go around to a house, does she just have one room dedicated to just crates of Heineken? And what would she do if she saw you drinking a Budweiser or something like that? Would she just slap it out of your hands, or what? What's the family politics when it comes to alcoholic beverage? Johnny Evans to Shaw. Shaw to Garnacho. Garnacho plays out. Okay, almost 20 minutes has passed and absolutely stunk out the place here. Nothing has happened. We'd be lucky to get a few passes in their final third if we're being honest. Anthony driving forward. Anthony ball out to Garnacho. Garnacho to Anthony. Anthony passing to nobody. Oh boy. Man, this attack is really bad. I mean, at what stage do we say that Scott McTominay deserves the captaincy and Fernandez has to be stripped of it? I mean, we've got to be asking these questions, guys. Got to be asking these questions. Oh, she gave us like 60 beers for Christmas, and she gets hella offended if you don't drink something owned by Heineken. That's hilarious. 60 beers, bloody hell. Oh, West Ham on the attack. Good tackle by Evans and good block off by Shaw. Well, I mean, it's unfortunate that you couldn't use your auntie's nepotism, to get a few more tickets. I mean, the Champions League run did last as long as I don't know, last as long as bloody the daily uploads from Old Truthford. But next season maybe. Did you say that you're from Ireland as well, Caelan? What part of Ireland are you from, if you are? Cambola. Back to Mainu and Evans going forward. Evans showing composure. From Wicklow. Okay, sound. Got a bit of family over in Ireland. I need to actually... That's on the list for this year. Well, not this year, next year as well. Next year, need to go to a United match. Need to visit Ireland as well. Okay, Shaw on the ball. Shaw's literally playing as a midfielder now to actually get us forward. Fernandez, played the ball into Hoyland. If he let that run across his body, could have created a chance there. Did you see the riots? I did. I did see the riots. What do you think of Conor McGregor becoming Is it mayor? I'm not too familiar with Irish politics. Is it a mayor that you have? Is it mayor of Ireland or is it president? I think it's president, isn't it? Yeah. What did you make of the riots? Because obviously it was necessary to show the government how the public were actually feeling, but then there was also just a few people, opportunists, just making the most of it, really, weren't they? Okay, West Ham playing it out the back. 21 minutes have gone by, and I think we're yet to see a shot on target for United. Ten Hag's got a job on his hands. At what point would you call Højlund a flop as well, by the way? Because he is young. We have seen promising signs, but to not score a Premier League goal in like 17, 18 matches, it's like it's not looking good, is it? Realistically. I mean, Anthony's 3 years older than him, but still, they're not performing at the level that they should for a combined 150 mil for Anthony and Højlund. Okay, Fernandez sprinting down the left wing, keeps it in. Oh, fair play to him, but a West Ham player sees it out. Man, we just can't break through. So you're down for a Conor McGregor presidency. Love to see it. Love to see it. Just missed the riots. I was in college that day. Man. Did you know anyone who went to the riots? West Ham player down here holding his head. Looks as though concussion maybe. What happened here? Don't know what happened there. I think, but yeah, no, the riots looked mental, to be honest. I think there was just a lot of opportunists, making the most of it. I think he may have got stuck in there for a while. Wasn't there like a bus on fire as well at some point? Like, it got bad, didn't it? Next question is, Caleb, are you a boxing fan? Yay or nay? I was at the place where stabbing happened 5 minutes before the guy started. That is mental. Nah, it's crazy. I do. Tram was on fire, bus got robbed, police cars on fire. I think as bad as the riots were and everything, it was necessary though. I mean, it's important for the public to let the government know what they think about policies and stuff. And I've been seeing some very dodgy videos, like that Conor McGregor has been sharing on Twitter and stuff, regarding, like, I don't know too much. I don't know anything really about Irish policy, but yeah, no, it looks very dodgy. Some of the videos I've seen of people coming into the country and stuff like that. But yeah, it was necessary, but in the wrong way. Yeah, exactly. Not the biggest boxing fan, to be honest. So you're not going to be watching the Anthony Joshua Wallin. You got Deontay Wilder vs Joseph Parker tonight. Big fights, big fights. But yeah, no, that's mad that you were there like 5 minutes before. Like, what's the actual crime rate like in Dublin? Is that a common thing, or are there never any stabbings? Because I'm not familiar with the landscape. We're letting in so many migrants, it's mad. I was there and 44 lads just hopped off a bus. Man. Anthony Joshua got destroyed by a fatty. He did, Andy Ruiz. But he won that match when he came back. So, I mean, fair play to him. I just want to see the big fights, man. I just want to see Joshua versus Wilder. I want to see violent KOs. That's what I'm going for. Yeah, that's the video I was talking about where I don't know too much about Irish policy, but it does seem a bit like mad what's going on there. So what are the areas of Dublin to stay away from? And where are the spots where you should see if you are planning a trip to Dublin? Try to stay on the south side of Dublin. Okay, stay away from north side Dublin. Cool. How old are you again, Caleb? Have you had time to like go out in Dublin, or are you not? Are you still a teen? Could be something in south side, but north side is usually worse. Okay. I've got to ask you as well. Have you been to what's it called? What's Conor McGregor's restaurant called? Is it Forgin? Something like that? Forgin? You're 18, so have you had much time to see the Dublin nightlife, yay or nay? Keelan, how you doing? Black Forgin, that's what it's called, Black Forgin. Have you been to a Black Forgin? And is it overrated or not? That's what I want to know. Yeah, no, the food looks pretty good. I'm actually... Actually want to have a quick look at that place. Suchek down injured at the moment. Looks as though he's got a shiner on his left eye, but nothing to see there. How's the game? To be honest, we've just been talking about Irish politics and yeah, Irish nightlife, Keelan. The game is dragging. I don't think we've had a shot on target yet. 30 minutes in. West Ham haven't really threatened too much either. We've looked fairly defensively sound, but we just haven't been able to create anything. So same old, really. Okay, Manu back to Evans. So you've been out a good amount for college. One of your mates from the west of Ireland and one of his other mates came over to Dublin for a night out, and he got the shiz beaten out of him by a bunch of random lads. Sound. That's good. It's good to hear. Bloody hell. Rowdy bunch or sound guys, though, Because that's the thing. If people are going out looking for trouble, they'll usually find it. Hoyland loses the ball. Okay, Garnacho, left wing. Garnacho, cross, straight to the keeper. But yeah, no, this is definitely a game that isn't going to be framed on anyone's walls to be remembered. As of yet, could change it around. Have you been to Temple Bar, Caleb? Because that's the place that, like, obviously all the tourists talk about when it comes to Dublin. Wan-Bissaka driving forward. Hoyland finds Anthony. Anthony coming in. Man, West Ham are very defensively solid, not going to lie. Anthony, almost thought an Anthony worldie was on the cards. Anthony shoots from outside the box, but directly at the keeper. Well, they came up to him when he was outside getting air and were like, why are you looking at us like that? And I think he said something smart back and he just started punching him. Bloody hell. I hate people like that, man. When you're going on a night out and then they just literally just come up with any reason to get in an argument or a fight. No, I haven't, because I ain't taking a mortgage for a pint. Walk around there since it's near my college, and you have Americans outside a bar taking photos of a bar. Yeah, it's mad, isn't it? I don't even know. Why is it? Is it like the oldest bar there or so? Is it the oldest pub there? Is that why it's famous? Or I've got no clue, but I just know everyone, well, pretty much every girl I know that goes to Dublin takes a photo outside Temple Bar. It's like, it's just like every other pub. It's like imagine taking a photo outside of Wetherspoons or so. It's mental. It's just a place with 4 walls and a roof where you drink alcohol. How can people... Okay, Joe Cole mouthing something from the dugout of West Ham. Let's see what he's saying. Okay, so Joe Cole's just saying that nobody's really up for this game and everyone in the stadium's bored as well, so that's good to hear. Caleb, I don't even know why it's famous, to be honest. It's just a normal pub, just way more expensive. It is old, to be honest. Yeah. Oh, go on. Garnacho. Oh my God. Was he off? How does he not score that? Oh my God. We finally got a chance. What happened here? Okay, so Anthony, good, anticipates. Anthony then finds Garnacho. Oh, Garnacho, mate. How can you score bicycle kicks, but you can't score that? Literally directly at the keeper. Oh, poor from him. Caleb, I don't even know why it's famous, to be honest. Just a normal pub, just way more expensive. It is old, to be honest. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I think with my dodgy leg, I have a higher chance of scoring than non-attackers. Legit. How are we depending on Scott McTominay every single game to score a goal? Like, it's getting a bit mad now. Oh, West Ham, good block. Who was that? Johnny Evans. Fair play from Johnny Evans. Yeah, Temple Bar goes back to 1840, to be fair. So that's like Almost 200 years. 200 years of selling Guinness. Beautiful. Beautiful stuff. I didn't... one sec, I've just seen something here. Wait, so... The official age to gain entry to most of Dublin's clubs is 20 or 21. Madness. Okay, so you can't actually get into the clubs, Caleb. You've got a few more years for you. I think my dodgy leg. 3 ligament tears in my left ankle, and now I've done my meniscus in my left knee. Bloody hell, mate. How did you do that? I'm guessing it was some kind of sport other than... Or you just got into a street fight in Dublin. Hopefully it's a sport. How old is admin? I am old enough to know that age is but a number. Okay, Caleb. Okay. I'm old enough. I'll give you this. I'm old enough to get into Dublin clubs. I get into them. How do you get into them, Caleb? Are you going to incriminate yourself on stream here? How are you getting into Dublin clubs if you're under 21? What's going on there? All playing football. What position are you? Onana playing out of the back. Sure. Plays it forward. Hoyland down in pain, grimacing. That's not what you want to see. Now he's slowly getting up. Oh, Garnacho! Oh, make up for it, Garnacho. Make up for it. Oh, almost. Okay. Corner for United. I play left wing and left back. But which one are you? Come on, you're either a left winger or a left back. Are you creative enough to be a left winger, or are you... Or do you love to stick your leg in for a challenge and you're a left back? And I look kind of old, to be honest, and they're usually dumb, so they usually let me in when I hand them my ID. Oh, fair play. Corner here from Fernandez. Short. To Fernandez. To Garnacho. I don't know what Garnacho. Garnacho, just shoot. Shoot. Yeah. Oh. Blocked. Mainu. Oh. Spilled by the goalkeeper, to be fair. We win a corner. I was top scorer last year, so mostly left wing. Oh, can we fact check this? We need to top scorer, okay. Are you left footed or right footed? We'll break someone up if necessary. Get him there, Caleb. Get him there. Garnacho in the box. Oh. Wan-Bissaka to Shaw. Play it to Fernandez. Oh, too slow, Shaw. Too slow. Okay, Fernandez. Back to Shaw. I'm left footed. Oh, there we go. He's a left footer. Okay. So you are the Garnacho of the team, are you? Left winger who's left footed. Mainu, cross. West Ham away. Okay, Hoyland on the edge of the box with the weak foot of Anthony. Oh, God. Question is, do you score worldies or not? Good tackle by Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Mainu, fouled. Hoyland, Fernandez down. Oh, it's a mess. Anthony dribbling past 3 people. Oh, okay, West Ham pick it up. I mean, a foul was given against Anthony, is it? Against Souček? Scored some pretty banging free kicks. Okay, okay. Humble. Humble brag. Usually in the right place at the right time, though, for most of my goals. Okay, so you're the thinking man's Garnacho. You're the thinking man's Garnacho. It's not so much your physical ability, but more so your footballing IQ that gets you in the right places at the right time. Bruno Fernandes to Luke Shaw. Luke Shaw somehow gets the ball, moves forward, but is fouled. Looks as though we're trying to attack on the break now. At least we're doing something a bit more than we were in the first part of the half, but it's crazy. So let's have a look what the stats saying now. Because we have looked better in the second half, if we're being honest, but let's see if the stats reflect that. Okay, so we are taking control of the possession. We have had a few more shots on target. Garnacho really should have scored. Pass accuracy, all good. Fouling more corners as well. Okay, so we're on the up. We're on the up here. Oh, Wan-Bissaka. Oh. Had Højlund anticipated that cross from Anthony, that could have been a goal there, to be honest. Wan-Bissaka to let it run through his legs as well. That was good play from him. Højlund really should have anticipated that. He was just drifting in the box. That's poor from him. Everybody knows defense is where it's at, Calum. That's where the thinking man's position really is. Gonna head off for a shower at half time. I'll be back for second half. Sal, man. I'm probably gonna order some food. I'm bloody starving. Keonana playing out the back. Evans. To Shaw. Back to Evans. Just had a fry up before. Oh, you're making me hungry, man. You're making me hungry. This is going to sound like a silly question, but is an Irish fry up the same as an English fry up? Are you a black pudding type of guy? Oh, Mainu. Dodgy challenge on Mainu there. White pudding guy. Is white pudding a thing? I didn't even know that existed. But does not include blood. Okay, interesting. Yeah, don't make me blip you, man. I need someone to chat to you during this dead game. Don't do it. Save it for the Discord. Save it for the Discord, man. Okay, Evans. Yellow card for Evans. Prevents the attack though, so fair play to him. So after the game, if someone remembers sound. Johnny Evans saying that he got the ball. Free kick in a fairly dangerous position here for West Ham. Godspeed, my friend. Godspeed. See you in a bit. Suchek header goes wide. Hoyland fouled. Bruno Fernandes to take free kick just before half time. Free kick in. Wan-Bissaka picks. And that is half time. 0-0. West Ham, Man United. We have had the better opportunities. We have had more possession. First half of the half was absolutely dreadful, but it's looking as though it was on the up. Let's hope that we can actually do something here. As for changes to be made, let's have a quick look here. What can we do? I think Marcus Rashford has to come on at some stage for Garnacho. Garnacho's had his opportunities, but he hasn't made the most of them. If you're not performing, then you get dropped. Simple as. Eriksen could also unlock the defense potentially, but do you take Scott McTominay off is the question when he's shown he can score goals, and all of our other forwards haven't really shown that. So that's a tough one for Ten Hag. Who do you bring on? Who do you take off for Christian Eriksen? Maybe Mainu. Maybe you take off Mainu for Christian Eriksen, to be fair. Not that Mainu's had a bad game, but Christian Eriksen just provides something a bit more polished. So I wouldn't be surprised to see that. As for defensively, Evans and Cambuala have been fairly decent. So fair play to Cambuala. Turned up well for his debut. So, yeah, we're looking at Garnacho off for Rashford. We're looking at a Christian Eriksen on for Mainu. And probably a Pellistri on for Anthony at some stage as well. Those are the 3 subs that I think we're going to go with. Suhan, how's it going, my friend? Have you been watching the match? It's been a bit of a tough one so far for the first half, but it does look as though things are on the up going into the second half. Hopefully West Ham don't score against the run of play though, because we have been fairly dominant. Scrappy game so far. Yeah, it is. It is. Our forwards really have run out of ideas, haven't they? I mean, Anthony's looked fairly decent. I mean, he's been cutting in and finding Garnacho, but Garnacho just hasn't been able to capitalise. Højlund, fairly out of the game, if we're being honest. It looks as though he's a step behind everyone. And yeah, Garnacho not clinical enough. Fernandez is kind of all over the place, trying to find players in pockets, but none of the forwards are really getting themselves in those positions. On top of West Ham, you got to give them credit, are defending fairly well. But yeah, no, really not to the level you would expect of Manchester United, if we are being honest. What subs would you make, Suhan? Because I'm going to go with Eriksen on for Mainu at some point. I'd go for Rashford for Garnacho because Garnacho's been fairly wasteful. And let's throw on a cheeky Facundo Pellistri for Anthony. That's what I say. Or do we see Rashford on for Højlund because Højlund hasn't really been involved in the game? That's another shout, really. It's a harder one for Ten Hag to make because you want to keep Højlund on as long as possible so that he actually has a chance to score a Premier League goal. That would be ideal. Meanwhile, it is Christmas time and admin does need to order some food. But yeah, as for the stats, let's have a quick look at those as well. We've got them over here. We have created more chances than West Ham. We have had more possession than West Ham. We have obviously passed more than West Ham. Pass accuracy the same. That's kind of disappointing. You'd expect us to be less wasteful. West Ham have fouled us more, and it's 2 yellow cards apiece, with United having more corners. So, what do we do from here is the question in order to make the breakthrough. So Scholes is saying that we had the better first half, which I'd agree with. Sindhu, hi man, you here. Do you think Anthony deserves more time, or do we get another right winger to replace him? Good question. I think Anthony is the type of player who is good in a system. I think he's shown that in previous Ten Hag systems. And I think in a struggling team, Anthony is not going to be that guy to win the game for you. Anthony's not going to be that match winner. He's not going to take the game by the scruff of the neck. I don't think he's got the ability at the moment to do that. But if we were to have our full squad without injury, I think Anthony would be performing better. I feel as though he's a complementary player rather than a okay, put your hat on him, he's going to win the game for you type of player. So Do I think that he should get more time? I think yes, because I think that he would be performing better if we had our better players in the side. Do I think that we should get another right winger? We've already got Ahmad, we've got Palistri, we've got plenty of talent on that right wing, so we don't need to sign anyone new. We just need to wait for Ahmad to be fully fit, back from injury, and then yeah, let the chips fall where they may, and let Ahmad potentially take Anthony's position. And then at the end of the day, Anthony's not a terrible player. He will give you a 6.5, 7 out of 10. So I'd say keep Anthony for now, because there's no point in replacing him, and just hope that he continues to develop once as the team develops. That's the only thing that we can really hope for. Oh, very disappointed with Garnacho not scoring, to be honest. I was hoping that he could actually cement his place as the left winger, but it's showing that he can't really do that for now. What do you think, Sindhu? Would you keep Anthony? Would you get rid of him? Suhan, Garnacho needs to start taking his chances more, to be honest. Yep. He's had a few opportunities like that when he's literally been one-on-one and he hasn't been able to convert. There was the Tottenham game, almost an identical opportunity to that opportunity against West Ham. Yeah. But this is the difference between a good player, decent player, and great players. He's still very young, 19 years old, but if he can start taking these chances and scoring them consistently, because he's getting a lot of chances, he's getting in good positions, then he will be a world-class player. But we're still yet to see him convert these easy chances. Sindhu, I think he needs his sweet time because he has got that special something in his style of playing. But if we were to replace him, it should be Ahmad. But for now, keep Anthony. But fans conflicted about him. Yeah, fans are always going to be conflicted about players with big price tags. But to be honest, it's a hard one as well because of his age, because he should be on the verge of hitting his peak or his prime, really. So at 23, if you're going to be a proper decent player, realistically, we're looking at 10 goals, 7 assists, something like that in a season. Like we're looking at, we want at least 15 goal involvements throughout the season. And we haven't seen that yet from Anthony. And I think that's the problem. A lot of people are really impatient. And the price tag just adds on to that because it means that we're going to hear even more noise from rival fans. And I still don't get it why United fans even listen to rival fans, but we do for whatever reason. And yeah. But yeah, I agree with you. I think he needs a sweet time. I think Anthony will come good. I think the stronger the team gets, the stronger Anthony will get. and he does have something in his playing style. I think as well last season, because Marcus Rashford was scoring so many goals, it meant that a lot of defences were focusing on him, which meant that Antony wouldn't have as much attention on himself on the right wing, meaning that he would be able to get into pockets of space and then get those shots off where he could score curlers and cut in. Whereas now there's no real attacking threat on the left wing that makes defenses think, oh, okay, we need to watch out for him, which means that Antony doesn't have as much space himself. So it's kind of taken away from Antony's game as well. It's all tied in together. It's all tied in together. But I do think that Antony will come good, and if not, Ahmad will come good. So we're blessed with right wing options at the moment. Calum is officially back from a banging shower. Doing good, man. My shoes just got delivered. How are you doing, sir? I'm well, man. What shoes you got? Jordan 1s. Bloody hell, man. Bloody hell. Calum, I think it's because we overachieved too much last year. All fans expecting better when that would never happen. I still think we would have. It's such a weird season though. Like we would have done better, but the injuries have just got us. But the problem with us using the injuries as an excuse is that it seems, or it appears as though every team this season has faced injuries. So we can't fully rely on that. But it goes to show that our squad is paper thin, so as that when we do take key players out of the team, like Martinez and Casemiro, it's no surprise that we've gone back to how we were before they joined, is it? I mean, it's what we've had to deal with. We have had 10 different centre-back partnerships in the Prem now. Yeah, you mentioned in the Discord, didn't you, Calum, that like we've got 4 centre-backs injured right now. What are the odds of having 4 centre-backs injured? 4 of your starting centre-backs, so is it 4? So it's Varane, Martinez, Maguire, and Lindelof. Yeah, 4. Your 4 starting centre-backs injured. Mental. To be honest, it's a miracle that we've actually kept a clean sheet factoring that in. Like Johnny Evans and an academy player who hasn't even played for United before to keep a clean sheet. They're doing fairly well defensively. You got to give them that. But that was including Varane, but he's only said, yeah, true. But still, like not having your top 4, it's same deal. Same deal. Oh, hopefully we can get a W here. Willie was free when Evans made his debut for United. That's mental. Oh, he's literally old enough to be his dad, probably. It's mental. The problem I have is even though being a defensively minded person, I would prefer us to be scoring loads of goals if it meant that we conceded a few. Like this season, we really haven't been able to score that many goals. And last season, it was a similar theme, but it was papered over. And we can say that it was papered over by the fact that Marcus Rashford was scoring in almost every other game. So you take Marcus Rashford's goals away and yeah, this is what we get. This is the football that we get. Scott McTominay being our top scorer, mental. Mackenzie is in the chat. Yo, how you doing? Is this worse than Liverpool's centre-back injury crisis? Yeah, 100%. Kian, to be honest, I can't understand how McTominay went from playing CDM into taking Højlund's position as striker when the wingers go forward. He's our top scorer, mate. That's how he did it. I mean, he showed that he could score consistently, and that's what's up. And Højlund has not shown he can score consistently. God. Okay, West Ham close there, but good challenge by Willie. Okay, Mainu in the midfield. Very good. Mainu's so composed, man. Camboala starting. Would have thought he'd start a cup game. Varane is ill at the moment, so, and with Lindelof just having surgery, Maguire injured, Martinez still injured, obviously. He's our option, and fair play to him. He's made his stamp. Mackenzie, I'm not going to lie, I didn't even know we were playing today. Yeah, to be honest, it's Christmas time. I think a lot of people have switched off, and also the way this match started, it was quite poor. But yes, Calum is right. You were slacking, Mackenzie. And my timer is not on again. Bloody hell, I need to wake up. Okay. We are on the 48th minute. Let's go. Calum is officially the timekeeper of Old Truthford now. We've got Mackenzie as head of recruitment. We've got Diego as head of culture. But you are the timekeeper, okay, Calum? You are the timekeeper. Congratulations. Go out with your family to celebrate tonight. You are the official timekeeper of Old Truthford. And let's change this to second half. Hopefully we can get a goal. Come on. Give us something to celebrate at Christmas. Now you're making me feel like I'm 80 years old. You bloody are 80 years old, mate. Okay, guys, who realistically is going to be the game winner today if we even have one? Because I'm looking at Hoyland's overall play and I'm seeing absolutely nothing new to make me think, oh, okay, he's going to get a goal today. I'm not seeing anything. Anthony's looked fairly lively. McTominay's still racing forward at every opportunity he gets. Garnacho has been wasteful. And yeah. Kean. McTominay, in my opinion, has to play more involved in the centre mid position because both of the other midfielders have doubled his passes and have been more involved in the game overall. I honestly think McTominay is just in there to... I don't know what he's in there for, to be honest. Like, he's there to score goals, we know that, but there must be other attributes to his game that Ten Hag looks at and thinks, oh, okay, he does this well. Like, or is he literally just there to create overloads in the attacking sense? Because it is a bit of a phenomenon how McTominay doesn't actually pass all that much and yet still is effective. The real question is, what does admin work as? That's a great question. That's a great question. I am a man of many jobs. What's the... One sec. I suppose I've created an atmosphere where I'm a friend first, a boss second, probably an entertainer third. You know, I like to create an open space for everyone, but I do a few jobs here and there. Aaron Wan-Bissaka gonna score. I'd enjoy that. I'd enjoy that. I'd be down for that. Kian's going for a Garnacho or Anthony goal. I feel like Garnacho's heads down from his other opportunities. He's just a man in there. Yeah. He's a body on the pitch. McTominay's just a body on the pitch. Admin defo the guy to steal your goal. Bro. Don't do me like that. I've got principles. I've created a channel called Old Truthford. You gotta have principles if you create a channel with truth in the name, man. Never be that type of guy. We're all better than that. All of us Old Truthfordians, we're better than that. Okay, West Ham crossing the box. Looks like that was a cluster fudge there. Okay. Wan-Bissaka back to... My girl is German and she must be a Bayern fan. Okay, I like that, Caleb. I like that. So, how did you meet a German girl? Is she like half German, half Irish, or what's the story there? And she stole Harry Kane from us. Great. I do wonder how different our season would have been had we signed Harry Kane over Højlund. That would have been because he would have got involved in play a lot. Surely he in Dublin, she half German, half Spanish. So does she live in Ireland? And she's half German, half Spanish. Man, rare breed, rare breed. Kian, I can understand that McTominay is there to score, but I can't help but feel that if we had Casemiro, that we could have better control on the game and allow forwards like Bruno to be more creative. No, 100%. If McTominay is in the lineup because Casemiro is injured, pretty much. If Casemiro is fit, then midfield three would probably be Casemiro, Mainu, and Fernandes. I think that would probably be the go-to midfield three. West Ham win a corner. I think that would be the go-to midfield three, Kian, because Mainu has shown that he can actually be quite creative. The only reason he's playing deep is because he's better than McTominay at it. So yeah, and yeah, I think Bruno would be more available to create attacking opportunities should Casemiro be there, because Mainu and Casemiro at the back would be pretty solid and Bruno would just get a free roll up front. So I can see that happening when Casemiro comes back. Oh, good save from Onana. Great save, Bowen. Bowen gets a header from a corner and Onana sticks his hand out. Great save, great reaction save. Quick reactions there. People complain about his reactions, but that was very good from Onana. Big shame he's injured. Yeah, the story of our season. Literally, big shame. All of our best players have been injured. She's living here for a while. She got hella money, so you know her family owns like 13% of Bayern. Come on, Caleb. She doesn't. Nah, I'm not buying that. I'm not buying that your girlfriend's family owns 13% of Bayern. Come on, man. Stop with the. We got Jay Cartwright in the chat. What's going on here, Caleb? I hope so, to be honest. I'm a massive fan of Mainu so far. Yeah, Mainu's keeping his place. Like, he hasn't put a foot wrong. Okay, Rashford on for Højlund. I saw this coming. Garnacho staying on the left. Højlund absolutely not involved. I would be very worried. People have been very lenient with Højlund, but he's arguably having a worse first season than Anthony did. Like, Anthony actually was pretty decent. So in the first season, scoring big goals. Højlund's shown it in the Champions League, but he's done nothing in the Premier League. Absolutely nothing. When Casemiro back, McSauce won't play. Yeah, 100%. Agree with that. Mackenzie can't watch the game. Lost the bloody remote to put it on. Bloody hell. Oh, Johnny Evans with a crazy pass back to Onana, but he controls it. What happened there? Willie getting absolutely psyched. screaming at the subs. Got no clue where it's gone. I'll send you an invite to a buying game. Nah, there's no way. Caleb, come on, man. Be real with me. Be real with me. So your auntie owns Heineken pretty much, and your girlfriend owns Bayern Munich. Like, what's going on here? Rasmus has scored more goals this season than Anthony has in total for. No, he hasn't. Has he? That's a fake stat, Mackenzie. Come on. Anthony scored like 8 goals, I think. One sec, I need to verify this. Where's Anthony's stats? I swear Anthony scored like 8 goals. Okay, so Anthony has scored 8 goals for United and 3 assists. Anthony has more yellow cards than he has goals and assists for us. That's great. Whereas Hoyland has scored 4, hasn't he? Bear with me, peeps. Fear not, I'm back. Scored 5. No, never mind. I thought it was 5. Statement retracted. Okay, it's off the record. It's off the record. Bloody hell, Caleb. You and Mackenzie need to like make up and kiss or something. Like, there's always this little cheeky beef going on between you two. Okay, 60th minute. Garnacho gave away a foul there. The only reason Hoyland doesn't have more goals is because of the absolute dead service he gets. I don't know. I don't know how to prove it, but I don't know if I buy into that narrative. Like Anthony was putting in a few crosses today, and if Hoyland anticipated it, he would have got a goal. So like, I don't know. It can't all be on the service for Hoyland. Like, at some points, if you're not getting the ball, it's going to be down to you as well for not getting into the positions where you're free for the pass, or your movement isn't where you should be. If that makes sense, Kian. Like fair enough. I would say Hoyland does deserve better service, but at the same time, he's got to take some responsibility for that as well. Like, think about how many chances Cavani created for himself based on his movement, and for Hoyland, I haven't really seen that. But compare the amount of chances that Nunes and Haaland get him. Yeah, 100%, 100%. But I'm not comparing Hoyland to Haaland or Nunes, to be honest. Because he's still young, he's still 20, but like, I think he... I think Nunes has really good movement though. Like, Nunes does get into like good positions. It's just his finishing is trash. Hoyland gets like 3 to 5 chances a game if he's lucky. Yeah, I do think that we've had a defensive approach, to be honest. But I think once... I really want to see Ahmad be given a chance in this team. That's what I want to see. basically you can look at his expected goals and his actual goals. His XG is very low. It's like 2.4, but he still hasn't even scored that. So he has a low XG, but still isn't scoring, which is because when he has the ball in the box, he shoots from anywhere because he doesn't have good service to get him into higher XG situations. Yeah, that's a very good point, Mackenzie. Yeah. So because he's not getting as many chances as he'd like, he is kind of snatching at the opportunities that he does get. Watched the video on it, so no, none of that is from me. But no, it makes sense. It's a good point. It's a good point. Whose video was that? Caleb, doesn't Haaland have the same amount of passes to him compared to Højlund? I wouldn't know. But Haaland's been... You can see Haaland's been less effective. I haven't seen Haaland's numbers this season. I haven't seen people rave about him as much, but Haaland's been less effective without Kevin De Bruyne, and it just goes to show that you need to create these connections with these creative players, and there has been literally zero chemistry or connection between Fernandes and Højlund. Absolutely nothing. Like, I haven't seen Højlund have good link-up play with any player, and it's a two-way street. Like, he needs to take responsibility for that as well. I think it was Tifo Football on TikTok. Tifo is pretty good, to be fair. Kian, I personally think a lot of it comes down to how wasteful the wingers can be at times. That as well. I mean, Anthony does waste a few good positions, but having said that, Anthony in today's game, he's found Garnacho a couple of times, but Garnacho's wasted it. So I don't know. It's a weird one. It's a weird one. There's no. I feel as though there's no movement. There's no pattern in the front three when we look to play. It's always just run down the wing and do nothing with it. Really, there's not a lot of creativity to it. Question is, will Marcus Rashford get a goal? Because God knows he needs one. Someone give me a team to do my first Football Manager 24 with. Mackenzie's your guy for Football Manager related activities. If Ahmad comes back to the team, he'd play on the right-hand side, right? But that means we have another winger who is playing to score, not to create, so Højlund still wouldn't get service. I think Ahmad is a creative style of player as well. He picked up a few assists at Sunderland. Let me have a look at Ahmad's record, because I think he played as a cam for a decent amount of time as well. So he is creative. Let's have a look at his numbers. This is still a very choppy game. No side either really taking full grasp of it. So yeah, in Ahmad's career, he's picked up 62 goals, 33 assists. So to be fair, he did only get 4 assists at Sunderland, so he was proving to be more of a goal scorer than a creative. But But this is where if we've got more defensive stability, Fernandes does become that more creative player. I feel as though this season, Fernandes has just had to become an overall midfielder rather than purely a creative player because he's had to focus on covering for the defense. So I do think with a solid defensive structure, including Mainu and Casemiro as midfielders sitting a bit deeper and Fernandes a bit further forward, our front three would have more opportunities created for them. Kian, it's been like that for a lot of the strikers as well. For example, when Ronaldo went on his goal drought and the way Cavani had to constantly make his own goals, which only a senior striker like him can do. Yeah. I just want to see Ten Hag get backed with players so that we can actually see the style of football he would like to play, because at the moment we're not seeing a style of play necessarily, are we? We're just seeing kind of every man for himself. Wan-Bissaka driving forward here. Anthony down the right wing. Wan-Bissaka finds McTominay. McTominay finds Garnacho. Garnacho finds McTominay. Fernandes finds Shaw. Shaw. Cross. Oh. Okay. Almost. Kurt Zuma. Decent tackle from him. Almost ended up at Garnacho's feet. An English team preferred. Do you want a big team or team to build up, Kalen? Stick Anthony on the left, so he forced to get Rasmus in. Team to build up. Amad Diallo has 62 goals, sorry. Calum, you'll have to keep us updated on your progress. You could potentially be assistant manager to Mackenzie once Ten Hag leaves. Unless I'm better than him. Ooh, the apprentice becomes the master, man. Could have a Arteta Pep situation going on. West Ham have scored. Yep, cool. West Ham played it around us, and yeah. I was chewing on my burger. West Ham. Great. Cool. Let's see what happened there. It was a ball over the top. Looks as though somebody switched off. Nobody picked up that runner. Nobody picked up Bowen. I don't know if Garnacho should have done it or Mainu. Don't know what Shaw's doing either. Onana, yeah, that was just terrible from everyone involved. The ball was hit directly at Onana, but he just tapped it into Bowen's leg. Didn't even try to make a save. Cool. Okay, literally every single person switched off in that situation. Terrible. 1-0 down. Cool. Great. Don't take our chances, and then that's what we get. Absolute dead game, man. Key and injuries are absolutely killing this team. Yeah, 100%. Injuries, illness. We've just been plagued this season. Plagued. Palistri on for Anthony. West Ham haven't beaten United in succession in 2 games in a row since 2006. So good to see that we're breaking that record. That 17-year-old record. Oh, Rashford. Rashford almost danced around all of them. That was good from him. Can we score 2 goals in 15 minutes? Let's find out. Kian, Sporting United at the moment is like a social experiment for how much torture one can endure. It's so bad, man. It's so bad. Like, we've had to deal with so many different things this season. First of all, it's the refs screwing us over. Now it's then it was injuries. Now it's just the players not even looking bothered anymore either. It's like they've even like checked out. We're breaking all the wrong records this season. Trash. Absolute trash. Top 4 is definitely gone, by the way, guys. We definitely aren't getting Champions League football. We can say that for sure. Onana save, but... Oh, good defending from Palistri there. Record is almost as old as me, says Kid. Gary, I do like Bowen. That's nice for you, Gary. I'm glad you like Bowen. I'm glad you like the guy who scored against us. Told you admin would be depressing after this match. Oh, Calum with his negative energy. I blame you, Calum. I blame you for this result. Gonna play some Ollie ball counter attack. Oh, I miss the good old days. Gary's like me with Rooney Bargy. God damn you, Mackenzie. Appreciate him. Not against us, but great. Oh, Evans. Cool. 2-0. Well, yep, cool. Have a nice Christmas, everyone. Oh my god. What happened there? Mainu's looking distressed. Did he give the ball away? Was it Kudus as well? Yeah, good for him. Good for them. West Ham are higher than us. I think we're 8th in the league now. Can't be asked to check. I think we're 8th or 9th. This season has absolutely capitulated. But the problem is, what can you actually do to change how things are going? Because I can't see. Ten Hag looks absolutely distressed on the bench. He looks like sad, properly sad. 2-0. Good for them. Go West Ham. Woohoo. Go on, you Irons. Good for you. Woohoo. Enjoy it. Cool. Just no firepower, is there? Yeah, exactly, Gary. When there's no threat of us scoring, like teams aren't going to take us seriously. And terrible. That was absolutely terrible defending. Calum, only players I like this done play for Man United are my FPL assists when they do well, but don't play for United. Yeah. Kian, every time a game starts, I get excited that we'll win, but then halfway through the first half, I remember we're shiz. Great. Oh shiz, I forgot that I love Kudos. Great, so everyone in the chat loves people who are scoring against us. What is going on here? Oh my god. We're having a Chelsea season, and somehow Chelsea doing worse. Yep. Honestly, I may just turn these streams into like agony aunts, agony uncles. Like, if you guys have any problems in your life that you need advice with, or that aren't United fan related, just get them in the chat. Or I'll create an email where people can just email in anonymously, because I feel as though I'm commentating over the same game every single week. And yet you see no headlines about Chelsea. Because no one cares about Chelsea, man. Nobody cares about Chelsea. And people are going to start not caring about us. It will happen eventually, you know. Like, people are just going to stop caring about United. Like, we're not even seen as a threat to anyone anymore. Gary, there was a good read in The Athletic this week on the debacle behind the scenes, so this doesn't surprise me. Feel sorry for Erik ten Hag. I don't know if I missed that one. I got a player called Rooney. Oh my god. Jesus Christ, Lord help us. I vote we make Scott McTominay captain again. He saw out a draw against Liverpool. We make Bruno Fernandes captain again, and look, we're losing to West Ham. McTominay captain. McTominay captain. Let's make it hashtag McCaptain. McCaptain. Get it trending, guys. McCaptain, come on. Kudos good, isn't it? Oh, Gary, man. Have a rest, man. Take a break. Oh, Sharma, Ten Hag out. But why? Like, nobody is going to make these players perform. McCaptain, yeah. Hashtag McCaptain. Woohoo. Admin out, please. Oh, I wish I could just disappear. Kian, every game it's like, oh, the players are wasteful. Then it goes to, oh, they scored their fifth. Wonderful. Yeah, pretty much. That's bang on how our games are going right now. I don't rate that McSauce cap. Caleb, he just saw out a heroic 0-0 at Anfield. What? Meanwhile, Marcus Rashford's on his 7th haircut for the season. Great. Admin like the bubbles. I mean, I'm impartial to a bubble here and there. What's going on with? What did he accomplish in that game, though? Did he even touch the ball? He didn't need to touch the ball. He had his captain aura, which led us to a draw. That's all that we need from our captain. We don't need touches. We don't need goals. We don't need assists. We don't need key passes. We just need that aura. Rashford turned into Pogba. Rogba, if you will. Very good, Mackenzie. Very good. Yeah. It's actually quite sad because I see what you mean. Like, I can't disagree with that. He's just changing his haircut, not doing anything when he comes in, and yeah. We need a spark and a big one. Do you know who I actually feel bad for in a way? I actually feel bad for Bruno Fernandes because he is a generational player and he's wasted his peak years at United. And it doesn't look like we're any closer to challenging for major titles. Meanwhile, Calum is playing his first preseason match on Football Manager. Hopefully someone can get a win. Bruno should leave. Kian, only thing McTominay and Van Disney have in common is their aura. Only difference is one uses it to score and the other to defend. Yeah. Oh, I just look at this team and I just think like there's not a lot of players I actually like in this team. I mean, I think Garnacho is a good person, but when it comes to players you can rely on, and I'm just looking at everyone and thinking, there's no one. These players ain't loyal. Bruno is light years ahead of any other player in the team in terms of quality. 100%. But then he has to cover for other players and what they're not doing, so then he doesn't even get to focus on what he's best at, which is just risky passes and creating chances. He has to play like an actual midfielder. Meanwhile, Caleb's updating us on on a Football Manager game. Bruno has been defending more than some defenders in the team recently. Yeah, I know, it's tragic, isn't it? To be fair, though, we're literally playing with a 19-year-old and Johnny Evans. So, did we expect to keep a clean sheet? No. Would it have been a miracle for us to keep a clean sheet? Probably. Playing with a kid who's just finished A levels and a pensioner at the back, we've got a problem. We do. The fact that Johnny Evans even starts in the Prem, let alone United in 2023, is strange, to be honest. Should get Caleb playing. We don't need a left winger, Caleb. But now that is mad. Like, how can Manchester United, one of the biggest clubs in the world, have Johnny Evans starting in the Premier League for them when his most recent team was relegated Leicester City? Like, it's not right, is it? Only person who's been quality that got relegated is Yuri Tillemans. Bruno Fernandes down the left wing. Scott McTominay with a bicycle kick. Rashford. We cannot score goals, can we? Four minutes left of added time. Any goal scored now is just consolation at this point. I'd take it, Kian. I'd take the goal because it would at least mean that one of our forwards has scored a goal. That would be nice to see at some stage. I would appreciate that. FM, bad one to get the kickoff time wrong. Probably a good one. Any summary? Summary, started off really poorly in the first 25 minutes. Then we grew into the game. Garnacho could have taken us 1-0 up, maybe 2-0 up. We failed to convert our chances. Second half, we started fairly well, and then 70th minute, around the 70th minute mark, we absolutely capitulated. And yeah, and then we've just fallen apart since. So we very well could have won this game if we'd taken our chances, but we didn't. Which just adds on to the theme of, well, nobody in our team can score other than Scott McTominay, apparently. And yeah, it does also show defensively when Maguire is out of the team, as well as Varane, we are absolutely hopeless. We have no chance. Okay, so Kian's going for a Mainu 40-yard screamer. He's got 2 minutes and 20 seconds left. FM, brilliant. Yep. Superb. But don't worry, you really didn't miss much with this match. Okay, guys, get this. We have scored 18 goals in 18 games this season. So you may think, oh, we're averaging a goal a game. That's not that bad, I guess. When you compare that to everyone else's around us, we are now in 8th, by the way. You compare that to everyone else around us. I think we're the lowest scoring team in the league. Okay, not in the league. We have the same amount of goals this season as Crystal Palace, who are 15th. We have one more goal than Luton Town, and one more goal than Nottingham Forest. Jesus Christ. And that's full time. Well, yeah. That was a football match. Overall thoughts, absolutely trash. I think I've just seen a stat pop up. What does this say? United haven't scored a goal in 381 minutes. We have not seen Manchester United score a goal in 381 minutes of watching them. That's 6 hours of our lives we've spent watching United, and we have not seen them score a goal. Diego Truthfordian, some of the most stale football I've seen this club produce. It was atrocious. However, Garnacho could have actually changed the game had he taken his opportunities. So To be fair, we created chances, didn't take them, and our forwards are still very reluctant to actually want to score a goal for some reason. I don't know why. I don't know why they don't want to score, but they don't. Could have, should have, would have. Exactly, FM. Time to go into hiding, says Galen. Yep. Yep. Let me just go into hiding here. Okay, guys. I'm just gonna peace out. This has been an experience. Tough to keep heads afloat despite recognise we have Evans and an academy centre-back pairing. Yeah, there's not really any positives from that game, if we're being honest, lads. It's just West Ham are 2 points above us. If Chelsea win their game, they're only 3 points behind us. Oh my god. If Chelsea end this season with more points, then kill me now. But I hope everyone has a happy Christmas if you're celebrating Christmas. If not, have a lovely weekend. And yeah, I'll when's our next match? Let's see when our next torture session is. Cool. Aston Villa on Boxing Day. Fuck me. Okay. Aston Villa. It is at home. It is at home, but it's Aston Villa, so who are flying. Have a very Merry Christmas, everyone. Have a lovely time. Spend some time with your family. Open up presents. Don't think about United. And yeah, I'll see those of you who want to inflict pain upon yourselves on Boxing Day. But for now, Godspeed, my friends. Godspeed and Merry Christmas.